We have a jam-packed Thursday football final here on HS Game Time. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Pep Fernandez. We lead off the show with Citrus Hill colliding with Arlington. Let's head out to Ramona Stadium for Arlington hosting Citrus Hill. The Hawks have not lost a regular season game in years, and they were not about to start on Thursday night. Quarterback Brett Hollingsworth hooks up with Justin Clarkston on this pretty touchdown pass. 7-zip Citrus Hill up in the first quarter. The Hawks back in the red zone looking for more, but the Lions' Wanye Austin comes up with the interception to stop the Citrus Hill scoring opportunity. Later, it's Citrus Hill pinned in near its own end zone, and Arlington gets the safety to make it a 7-2 game. On the very next Citrus Hill offensive drive, Hollingsworth takes off on the run. First down for the Hawks, and Hollingsworth showing off his running skills this season at the Hill. Here's another guy who can run, P.J. Walker, muscling through traffic into the paint for the score, 14-2 Citrus Hill. Later in the second quarter, Hollingsworth with the skills to pay the bills. Airs it out to Jacoby Herring for 6. Citrus Hill wins 41-24 the final. Norte Vista at home for Temescal Canyon. We pick it up in the third quarter. Ken Batdorf's Braves up 21-0. Joseph Jolly, number 31, brings down Marcus Kirkpatrick for the sack. Novi looking to extend their lead, knocking on the door of another score when the Titans' Jacob Zinda comes up with the interception in the back of the end zone. I mean the very back. Just an interception, not good enough for Zinda. Check out the return on the INT. Go ahead, do the math. 109 yards back the other way to get Temescal Canyon on the board. Zinda with the touchdown, and the Titans were trailing 21-7. Novi wasted little time to answer the long pick 6. Anthony Perez scoots 30 yards on this touchdown run to push the Braves' lead to 27-7. The Norte Vista Department of Defense continued to harass the Temescal Canyon offense. Jolly tracking him down, has got another sack. Andrew Martinez and the Braves roll to a big win at home, 27-7 the final score. Next up, Riverside Poly taking on Rubidoux. Pick it up in the first quarter, Poly's David Samuelu breaks off this 30-yard run. And then later on that same drive, it's Devontre Hale, number 9, in case you're checking your roster at home. Hale, the 1-yard touchdown run, 7-zip Poly. Then Rubidoux gets it cracking on special teams. Roosevelt Carroll fields this punt, and he won't stop until he finds the end zone. 87 yards on the return for the touchdown, and Carroll makes it a 7-6 ball game. Later in the second quarter, Poly quarterback Chandler Droxland goes 9 yards to Mitchell McLaughlin for the score, 14-6 Poly on top. Later in the second frame, Droxland strikes again, 33 yards to Akili Ross, and 21-6 Bears in front. Rubidoux looking to battle back before the half. Jalen Pontius, 35 yards to Jordan Olson, and that would set up this. It's Marvin Carroll, 1 yard on the TD, 21-13, Poly still on top, and the Bears would add to their lead before the break. Droxland fires this 30-yard touchdown pass to McLaughlin as Poly led 28-13 at the half. To the third quarter now, the Bears' Ross rips off this 10-yard touchdown run. Poly goes on to win 45-19. Redlands looking to rebound from an 0-2 start and check into the win column with a victory at Los Osos. So it's the Redlands Terriers at Los Osos looking for win number 1 this season. And what's wrong with this picture? Well, if you said Jim Walker does not have a mustache, you are correct. Bring back the stash, coach. Los Osos scored first on a Jason Crane to Deron Burton 34-yard touchdown pass, weaving and bobbing in for the score. 7-zip Grizzlies in front. Redlands would respond, and they go to the ground attack. Cardell Palmer with a nice run to get the chain gang moving in the right direction. Later on that same drive, Zach Lindsay with the 2-yard score, but Redlands misses the extra point, trailing 7-6. And you know, some people call Zach Lindsay Sean. I mean, not me. I mean, like other people. But his name is Zach, so get it straight. Later, watch for DJ Biggers. He goes flying high over the line, and Biggers would be fine. In fact, he was better than fine. Later, when Crane takes off on this quarterback keeper, the big hit by number 1. Redlands trying to crank up that offense. The great Cody Whitaker to Marcus Durham for the nice pass play, but the Terriers would come up empty on that drive. Later, it's Los Osos going for the end zone. Malik Page with a great shot at the interception for Redlands, but the Grizzlies, Caleb Rep comes down with it for a touchdown. Los Osos goes up 14-6. More from the Bears. Los Osos. A 1-yard Isaiah Cordero touchdown. Los Osos scored 28 unanswered points before the Terriers found the end zone midway through the fourth quarter. It's Crane to Rep for this jump ball touchdown. Los Osos defeats Redlands 35-14. The Terriers fall to 0-3. And the biggest little game on Thursday night, East Valley Division Powers, Linfield Christian and St Margarets battling. Rizier Wilkins with a tough run to the paint here for the Lions, and he gave Linfield Christian the early lead, 7-0. Later at St Margaret's on the doorstep, but Linfield Christian gets the big defensive stop near the goal. Dallas House recovers the fumble for Linfield Christian. The Lions looked like they were ready to pounce on the visitors from St Margaret's, but Linfield Christian would fall by a final score of 23-7. And we'll be back with HS Game Time Live Friday night at 10:45 with all your scores and highlights from Week 2. Thanks for watching the Thursday Football Final.